Hello and welcome. Good morning, y'all. This is, of course, you know it, you love it, the Play versus Fall 2022 High School Finals featuring the Mississippi High School Activity Association. Of course, I'm back here again with my big homie. Other way, every time this happened yesterday.
Yeah, I know we're getting schmixed up in real life. We're getting schmixed up in real life, man. Again, I have to look at make sure I look at this way.
How you doing, FCC?
I'm good, man. I'm good. I have to remember I have to look this way
to
properly feed into you. I'm too used to looking in this other direction.
Okay, but more importantly, more importantly, real quick before we get into the game, this, of course, gets a quick head-to-head. We got two fantastic teams from Mississippi School here. Once again, we have. We're going to bring us into him. Got it? No? Hold on.
Yeah, I'm just reading my notes right now. It looks like we're going to be in for an interesting matchup, though, Suplex, because we do have the top two seeds coming in right now. Tiger Smash V team, with their three players, Metalite, Battleborn, and Dark. They are currently the #1 seed, so there's a pretty big deal right now. They have not taken a loss throughout this regular season, so that is something to keep note of for today. However, their opponents are also just as good. Pearl Smash, represented by Legend of Jazz, Seven, and David. They are currently the #2 seed. So, if there was nobody else but better than them, right now it is the Tiger Smash V team. Oh, it's going to be an interesting matchup to look forward to, Suplex.
Yeah, this will be a good one, yo. Truly, it has been a good time. A little bit of history on these players as well. Of course, Tiger Smash V, like you mentioned, is the #1 seed right now, and they're undefeated throughout the season. I mean, hey.
They have not taken a single loss. I mean, what kind of animals are we dealing with right here? And of course, to be able to fight against the #2 seed, well, I think we're in for like something crazy. I'm expecting some game 5s. I'm expecting some scraps, but who knows? Anything can happen in Smash. We could be surprised for all we know. I'm interested to get into the gameplay and see exactly what we're waiting for, and I think we're just waiting on standby as they are getting ready to start. The stages should be almost finished right here. Suplex, I'm getting a little bit excited right here. This nice early afternoon. Afternoon for me. It's still morning for you.
Oh yeah, that's all good though. Either way, hype Smash coming your way. I mean, at the high school level, there's a lot of potential there. Smash as a game as a whole is so catered towards the younger audience, and fighting games are so community-based around that kind of connection. And when you're still in high school, you have so much time, you have so much like real opportunity to get into competitions like this, and I can't thank Mississippi ESports Association. I mean, being able to really bring together the MHSAA, to bring tournaments like this to people.
I swear these abbreviations are always catching us off guard. They have so many letters, but yes, we do have to thank the Mississippi ESports Stage Chief. I can't even speak in now.
Mississippi High School Activity Association.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. I can't speak. I trip over my words too, but yes, we'd have to thank them for all the hard work they do, and I think it's amazing to have the opportunity in high school to be able to play. Of course, in high school as well, you have these lesser responsibilities. Don't have to worry too much about those things you have to deal with when you're older. Taxes.
Just want to shout out the coaches as well on all these teams, because I'm telling you, the coaches, I can't imagine not only being able to create in a bracket like this, but also having someone you can look up to as a real mentor for esports. I mean, have you ever had that in communities when you were growing up?
Not really. It was very difficult, or I'd say it wasn't necessarily difficult, but the communities for sure existed. I think it's the accessibility, because for myself, I had to actually go out of my way to be like, yes, I want to go interact with these people. But sometimes taking that first step is a lot easier said than done, right? It's very difficult to be able to just say, I want to do or go into something new. I want to, interact with people. I mean, who does that?
I mean, hey.
Who socializes out here?
It's people here on these teams, yo. We got 3v3. These schools have been cultivating these talents. And I mean, hey, we even have substitutes available as well with these teams, so we might see a wide variety of players on stage today.
No, but I think it's incredible that the community that these people are able to foster, and of course, the ease and access they have to one another to be able to play at this kind of level, to be able to experience competition at this level as well. It's truly something to be said, Suplex.
Also, before we jump into it as well, let's go over this rule set, because I don't know if we've really We haven't done any changes so far for the format in general, but inform those who may not be who might not be aware, right?
Yeah, it's a very interesting format. We've gone through it multiple times, but just in case you have not been tuning in with us, and Suplex and I have done this a plethora of times, but it is actually a team-based head-to-head matchup. So each team will have 3 players. They do have 2 subs, but we're only going to be seeing 3 of those players play from each team potentially. They are going to be pitted against each other in one-on-one matches, head-to-head, so to speak. And those head-to-heads are going to be a best of 5. However, to secure a set win for your team, you have to win the best of 5, and then you have to win 2 of them as well to be able to completely win at all. So you have to get 2 set wins from those head-to-head matchups.
Speaking of head-to-head, those up airs, a real juggle.
Lucas is kind of hit big right here. That back air on the platform. Smashville is the city, very interesting. Of course, a small kind of stage with the one middle platform that kind of benefits everybody, but I think this is definitely a scrappy kind of stage. Very interesting, given that it's Sora versus Lucas, projectile-style characters, and both floaty as well.
Yeah, I mean, that floating matchup can be really difficult, not only landing air to airs, but also being able to really keep up off stage, because it is getting really, really heated in the air when both players have so much control over it. And also, you can see that Lucas has a pretty good matchup against Sora here, as you can see that the energy, I forget what's actually called, the Psi energy? Psi barrier?
Psi magnet.
Psi magnet, yeah.
Psi magnet.
Does absorb a lot of the projectiles that Sora throws out. It heals a lot.
Yep. In the Mother series, and of course Earthbound as well, Ness has the exact same move. The side magnet does do exactly that PK freeze. One of the most buff moves in Smash Ultimate's kit for Lucas at least.
Oh yeah.
It does have a significant knockback change. It is actually a move that can take stocks now, and we've just seen Sora's an extremely light character that just completely got evaporated.
It is one of those moves where, like, it used to be so completely useless compared to PK Crush on Ness. But now that we're seeing it in the ultimate form, it is something special for sure. Oh, whatever creative recovery there.
Yeah, the Sonic Blade Dash right there for Sora is one of his most mix-up recovery options. However, you do have to cancel it. Oh, and what a call-out!
Just waiting there mid-stage for that forward smash, saying, you're gonna come back. I know you're coming back. You come back for more every single time. They ran right in, home run. Another absorb there, healing up a little bit more. I'm pretty sure they've healed like at least 50% on this first stock.
Yeah, that side magnet is huge, and of course in the Earthbound games it does exactly that, allowing Ness and Lucas to recover those precious points to use their psychic abilities. Of course, there's no such thing in this game, so it just simply heals you, but it can heal you a lot, depending on the power of the projectile, and there we go.
Finally, that first stock down.
Yeah, that up B coming from Sora is going to take out Lucas, but full stock lead right now, using that head, 34%, using those PK fires, starting to zone things out a little bit, back throw, get a little bit of stage control.
The neutral game here. The up air again coming in clutch. It's just so good for those air airs and the PK freeze! Slamming him off stage. No problemo. I mean, it's crazy just how much knockback it has now. It used to be just a freeze. That would be it.
It used to just
stuck
be
on the ground.
It does proper knockback now. Like, you see how fast it sends you horizontal. Because it sends you horizontally, too. I think that's probably one of the best angles you can send in this game. Anything horizontal, ideally not as vertical, and you're good to go. And, of course, you see how fast PK Freeze can just completely eviscerate your stock if you're not careful. And that's 2 stocks taken in that first game. Lost to PK Freeze as well. So that's something to keep in mind for as we head into game number 2.
Yeah, we're getting to it now. I do want to see a little bit of counterplay from Sora as well. I mean, of course, projectiles can be absorbed by Lucas. You gotta be really careful about that. The Firaga alone heals about 30%, which is absolutely insane for being able to heal that much off of just one interaction, right?
Yeah, we're getting into game number 2. Really fast run into back immediately. This time the stage choice is a small battlefield. Platforms are going to be a little bit lower. There's, of course, going to be 2 of them instead of the one big one in Smashville. However, I think the blast zones will actually remain relatively the same, albeit maybe a slight size variation, but still I think it's going to benefit both characters considering they are both light. We're going to see some stocks flying right here.
And of course, Sora doesn't have the highest kill power in the game, but has very solid combo potential along with some really good edge guarding as well. So want to see just how creative they can get trying to attack on damage and start to really put on the pressure, because if you keep trying to zone with Sora against someone like Lucas, it's not going to end well.
Oh, he tried to get that jab lock right there, that jab reset off the side bang. That back air actually does have a spike hitbox at a certain point of it, and I don't think that's what he wanted. Look how much! 20%. That was like 20, almost 30%.
It's
just
so
healed
much
from the
health.
Thundaga. It's so much health, and it adds up so much. See, look at that. That Sonic Blade Dash. He's only at 87 now. He's back at the percent that he was when he healed.
Actually holding a lead by healing. Get his attempt. No dice this time. Not going to fall for it. Legend of Jazz getting on the flow now. Little spot out there, but no punish on the grab.
Ooh, I'd be watching that shield if I was Metalite right there. That down smash was actually super close to breaking that shield, and yeah, they're being very careful not to shield right now. Trying to get that Nair one into the forward smash, but gonna fall right into Metalite's back throw.
Use a little bit of air control here. Trying to gain some dominance in the air. Legend of Jazz is trying to make anything. Force Lucas to stick to the ground, but it's so tough against a character like him who has so many multi-hits, so many good contesting tools in the air, like that forward air, like that back air. Down air even is really good for falling down with.
I think Lucas has a very, very good neutral kit. He has so many moves that are just safe, especially we saw it used once briefly earlier, and once again, side magnet into the back air, and he manages to recover. What amazing timing right there from Metalite.
That couldn't have been more optimal of a play. Heal up, dunk them off stage, get that extra stock lead, and hold it down. I mean, there's no real way to play that.
And he just SDI'd that, and he just SDI'd that up B right there. So he's still hanging on, 159%, and still going up 55%. I think we can see why Tiger Smash V's team is currently the top seed right now. Suplex, they are putting on quite the show, but Legend of Jazz, Pearl Smash, they are number 2 as well. They're not done yet. Look at them fighting back. Sonic Blade Dash getting some percent back. Only one stock down as well. That's not too big of a lead if you can find a way to close out this second stock really quickly.
Yeah, but a matter of the fact is that he closes out that second stock really quickly when Lucas is pressuring you so much. Got 90% on deck. Knocked away so far with every hit. Foothold here. Thundaga again lowering the percentage for Metalide.
Getting a little bit of reversal right here, getting back thrown. There we go, stalling out. It's going to get hit by the PK Thunder. He doesn't have a jump, and yeah, that's going to mean that it's going to be very predictable for his recovery path, and Metalite's going to take complete advantage of that. Once again, taking another stock with PK freeze.
Very clean. I mean, hey, when you got to put him on ice, you got to put him on ice. Simple as that.
When you're hot, but sometimes when you're hot, you gotta cool off the opponent.
That's
what I'm seeing right now. That's what I'm seeing right now. We're trying to cool some people off. You're a little too hot. Coming a little bit too hot right now. Let's cool you off a bit.
I was gonna sneeze for a second. No worries, no worries. Either way, 2
that was a sneeze.
games. I thought I was about to be. 2 games up, Tiger Smash. This could be something special, yo. I mean, we're not any strangers to a 3-0, but I'm more than confident it's possible for Pearl Smash to come back here and really try to make this first game a little bit more of a challenge with that Tiger Smash, because you never know what could happen. But either way, win the first set. It's all good.
It is absolutely still the first set. You still gotta remember, more importantly, that there are still 2 other players waiting behind you to pick you up if you happen to lose. Make sure you're listening to them. You got some teammates. I'm sure they're there to give you advice, give you that backup, give you that support you need. So, Legend of Jazz, I wouldn't get down just yet. You might be down 2-0, but reverse 3-0s do happen. So, see if you can bring this back to a game 5.
A little combo game trying to get started here. PK fired, closing out that zone. Can't just approach Lucas for free. That throw game is so solid.
Now, something to make a note of right there, Suplex. You actually saw that Metalide went off stage to do the PK freeze. That used to not be possible. Lucas actually used to go into free fall if you use that move. And that's a 0 to death. He didn't even get touched yet on this first stock. Legend of Jazz already struggling ahead early. This is not what you want to see when you are down 2-0. There we go. Finally going to get some hits in, but Metalide already looped in percent. He's going to get a punish right here off that jab. Going to try to PK freeze. Down smash attempt, not going to work. And they're going to reset things back a little bit.
Little attempt at the Nair loops there. Legend of Jazz trying to get some flow going. Good damage on the board.
Nairlu's probably one of the biggest things about Sora, man. And probably one of the reasons why people even can look at this character. They're like, wow, these Nairlus, maybe this character won't be too bad. He actually has some small combo games, some small confirm.
Oh no! We're broken out.
Might be a little. That move might be a little bit stale right there. Trying to fair. I think that was fair one. I can't remember if it's Nair one the fair one into Time Smash, but still confirmed for Sora, whichever role it is.
This little 2-stock lead now again. Metalide. It's looking clinical since that Tiger Smash. Trying to get this huge combo off the stage going over the back here. A little bit too close, or a little bit too far actually. Get that sweet spot and dunk him one more time.
Tried to put him in the blender, man. That's going to be a punish back throw, yep. Tried to get it again. Rope snake. He has that tether recovery. Don't forget, Lucas does have a tether in the rope snake.
The tether is so solid for a character like Lucas. I mean, having to rely on PK Thunder alone is really risky on recovery-wise. There's so many ways to counterplay it, so many ways to actually interrupt it. But having a tether allows you to be so much safer, and that up smash covers so much space, closing out that game with a very clean 3-stock lead. Metalide. That is set 1 for the side Tiger Smash 5 or V.
And V5, it's one of them. But regardless of the name, of course, I think we are seeing why they are the #1 seed. They have just proven, without a doubt in my mind, that they are deserving that #1 seed spot. However, Pearl Smash, I'm very interested to see what they have at the back pocket. Remember, once again, 3 people on your team. You got some teammates to back up and support you. You might be down right now, but you gotta shake it off. You know you are in this to win it. You gotta bring it back into the second set. You still got 1 best-of-5 left. We got potentially 15 games overall through each of these head-to-heads. Of course, we ended in 3-0, so there's still potentially, I think, 12 games left to be played. That's a lot.
Totally. 12 games is a lot of games to run through, but when you think about it in the grand scale of things, it's such a small amount of games compared to how many games these players put in to really practice and really improve to the point of where they're at now. But the skill level wise, experience wise, I mean, it's incredible to see these players really show off what they've got, and I couldn't be more happy to see it, because when you put in that much work, you want to have at least an outlet to show it all off, and this is the perfect place, yo.
Couldn't agree more. Looking at our notes right now, though, it looks like our second head-to-head matchup should be Battleborn versus 7. We just gotta wait for our production team, of course, to just confirm it to us. But according to our notes, that is what we should be seeing in just a few seconds. Of course, they gotta do their stage band, their character picks. Let's talk about character picks real quick, Suplex. I think the amount of characters that we've seen throughout this tournament has been pretty interesting. We of course seen our fair share of, X character or Y character, but there has been that loophole character that has thrown us for a surprise. I think Lucas was one of them. That's the first time we have seen a Lucas. Yeah, and I think the first time we saw a Sora as well.
I'm really happy to see both characters. I mean, I'm a huge fan of Lucas, actually. Big fan. That character's always been hella sick. But on top of that, seeing a comfort pick like Lucas and seems the style pick from Sora allows me to have some confidence that these players are trying to really think outside the box in terms of what they want to do, what they want to achieve in this game, apart from just saying, oh, hey, I can just pick Steve or Kazuya or Aegis and just have a good time. I mean, I don't know about all that, but I'm having a good time playing Sora, or I'm having a good time playing Lucas, I'm having a good time playing whoever in the roster, because they're playing their own game and they're refining it to the nth degree.
I think the most important thing about any competition is you find that character that you like first and foremost. Ignore the tiers, ignore anything else. I think any character can be viable at certain levels. I won't sugarcoat it. There's definitely a tier list system for a reason. Some characters will just naturally outshine others, but I think the degree that some characters can go in the hands of certain people, if you aren't enjoying a specific character, I don't think it matters how good a potential they have. You're not going to be able to bring it out fully unless you enjoy playing that character. And look at these characters.
Yeah.
King DDD. We've said it before. Strongest F Smash in the game.
I love DDD so much. The character is so funny to watch.
You do love DDD.
And also on the same side, I love Roy as well.
This is the first time we've seen Roy. If we're talking about characters that define a meta in Smash, Roy is always going to be one of them. Considered one of the top tiers in the entire game, has a lot going for him. Of course, he's the opposite of Marth, whereas they want to space out a lot of their aerials and their tilts and everything. Roy, he's very in your face. That's where his sweet spot is. That's where he's going to do the most damage. And if you try to space with Roy, you're not going to see as much reward. So it's all about just running in headfirst into the fight, which against DDD might not be optimal because he is a heavyweight and he can hit hard.
Yeah, but at least you can actually hit hard against him as well. The hilt of the blade does so much damage. I mean, if there's any sword character to do the amount of kill knockback potential that is needed to kill a heavyweight like DDD, it's Roy for sure. That counter coming in huge clutch on the down tilt. Very nice for a stock.
Very good stuff. That's the spacing of this counter as well. I think even the counter has that sweet spot where
it does,
your opponent. Yep, so DDD down tilting right there. Gonna get countered, but back air is gonna seal the back to stock, and they're back to even. So already, this match is looking very, very good. Nice adaptations already. Both players are working it right now.
They're really solid stuff so far. I'm loving to see the amount of movement we're actually getting showcased from DDD here. You know, we don't see DDD move around too much in close range zone, but we're seeing one that's more than confident to get in there, and one that's not super reliant on the Gordo setups, because sometimes when I get in there to swing that hammer, you.
That's what they're doing. They're scrapping. They're just scrapping right now. Ooh! Speaking of the Gordos, maybe an ill-advised Gordo right there from 7. Just put themselves in a position where they could get edge-guarded Battleborn, of course, taking full advantage of that. And they're already starting on this last shot, just chasing down the DDD, keeping them in disadvantage. And that's one big disadvantage DDD probably has going in this matchup. Their disadvantage state against Roy might not be the best, just considering how fast he is. What a read attempt. They want it to end. They're out for blood right now, Suplex.
Yeah, we need stocks on deck fast. 7 is looking a little bit behind here. We're down a stock, but that's going to be all right. Oh no, the controller disconnect. Oh no. That's unfortunate.
And unfortunately, that's going to be a stock loss for 7. Their controller disconnected mid-match. Of course, if you don't know, there are rules that stipulate if your controller disconnects, as with many games, that equates to either a game loss or, in this case, a stock loss in the game of Smash Ultimate.
Yeah, it's unfortunate, but as is the standard for the rule set here, I'm just double-checking it, our rule set here, but I do believe we'll go by default rule set for tournaments, and yeah, if you control DCs, it's just a stock, yo.
It's just a stock. If they were on their last stock, so of course that means that first game is over.
Yeah, all good though. All good though. Shake it off.
All good. Shake it. 100%. Shake it off. Move on. I think Battleborn showed a lot of there. Of course, 7 fought back hard, like stock for stock initially. Might have lost a little bit of momentum there towards the second stock, and of course, ultimately losing that last stock to a very unfortunate situation where their controller disconnected. However, I wouldn't let that discourage you. I think the fact that you were able to prove that you're fighting toe-to-toe with Roy compared to DDD, a matchup that many would probably argue favors Roy a lot more heavy than it does DDD. I think you got something cooking right here as we are underway in set number 2. You just got to bring it back. Make it 1-1. Let's see a third head-to-head set.
Yeah, a very nice head-to-head we're seeing here. I mean, I love to see Roy, as of course, not only showing off that potential of sword characters, but also showing off that real rushdown potential. Because you're seeing DDD in a disadvantaged state, struggling so much to try and get out of there and get back to neutral, get back to setting up Gordos, swinging at the long-range forwarder to create space, but there's no breathing room with a character like Roy. And when you're DDD, you gotta start thinking about some ways to really break out. Maybe Nair, maybe a down tilt even, with some solid shielding. But it's tough when you're that big, and a character that fast and that good at pressuring you is on you. It's tough.
Yeah, you know what? So let's allow me to put on my analytical glasses here real quick. I think it's actually huge that the first stock in this set was taken by a counter. That has to be something you put in the back of your mind if you're 7 now. You can't just go aggressive swinging against Roy suddenly, because you're like, wow, I lost my stock to a counter. I really got to watch out. DDD hits hard, which means that counter has a lot of room to reflect that damage back. 1.5, 2 times the damage. I don't know how much damage the counter does exactly, but I think it's just the fact that you've lost your stock to the counter already. something to keep in mind in the back pocket right there, right?
Yeah, I mean we have gotten word from Reflection as well. This is going to be a full replay of that last match. Not going to be a long game taking, free game taken for the side of Battleborn. It's going to be a full replay. See that first stock go down. This is only game 1, yo. Let's start fresh.
All right, starting fresh. I love the sportsmanship. You know, unfortunate controller disconnect. You don't feel like you want to win that way. You want to make sure if you're gonna win, you want to feel like you earned it, and that's what we're seeing right now. So very big shout outs to Tiger Smash 5 team. I'm assuming it's 5. It's a V.
Yeah,
the Roman numerals, bro. The Romans would be remiss if we didn't say 5, right?
But that's get that first stock on the side of 7. Evening up the score line real nice, but the percentage line is not so even. 100% already. First out of 7, got to even this up as quick as possible. Unity's damage output's pretty good. On top of that,
we saw how much damage that one back air did, 20%. But again, the big flaws of DDD right now is your big body, you're slow in the air, and yeah, I don't think they had the aerial drift to make it back right there, so they're going to lose that second stock. And of course, your combo fodder for a character like Roy, who has those big sweet spots right at the hilt of the sword, so very easy for Roy to be able to land those sweet spots.
Yeah, going for the neutral B there. A really solid tool for landing with Roy, but not gonna work out this time. The forwarder from deep, from D to D, even at the score line. Very nice edge guard going all the way. You got multi-jumps, but a really good recovery. You might as well go as far as you can.
Simultaneously taking the jump while they hit that forward air, and that allowed them to even things back up. DDD's damage output is so big. I want to say that this game might as well be even right now. 66%. It's okay, 76% might be a lead for Battleborn now, but I think one string from DDD, like I said, can still do it. And yep, oh, misses the up air, but still gets it back air. Has to recover high. I love that high recovery for Battleborn. Actually able to survive, does not let themselves get edge guarded right there.
That back air, but a little bit off mark. You see, just I'm trying to at least grasp at any kind of starter for a combo here to get all the way up. Not get taken out all too early here, because Roy, of course, can seal out those stocks with ease if they get too close. Don't get forward smash. Don't get side beat too heavily. That forward smash coming in clutch from D to D on the side.
That was actually the sweet spot, but they rolled right into the F smash. That's so unfortunate. I think DDD's big hitbox might actually have something to do with it. Just inch themselves in somehow into the sweet spot off that roll. So, for real this time.
Yeah,
that's
game
number 1.
Oh yeah,
this is indeed game 1.
Tiger Smash, you're looking strong, yo. You're looking mad strong.
Once again, the number 1 seed, and for good reason. They have not taken a loss yet.
Go flawless with the entire finals? Now that's something special. That's a record to be proud of. Hold up high, get it framed.
Take a picture, man. Snap a picture with the team, with the coaches. Of course, everyone's contributing. Like, this is 100% a team effort. Cannot deny the individual effort of everyone, of course, putting in it together to make the cohesive team, the cohesive unit, so to speak. And they are moving right now. Of course, once again, Pearl Smash. Don't think they've given up just yet. We've seen them scrap. We've seen them fight. And I think overall, Suplex, the games have been pretty even.
Yeah.
Despite what the score might say.
No, I do want to really accentuate this point that this is but a very small handful of games for these players. And no matter how the scoreline goes in my mind, any one of these players can take a 3-0 over any other player. It's more than possible. It may not be every single time. It may be 1 in 20, 1 in 30, 1 in 10, 1 in 5 sets. But either way, the potential is always going to be there. And the chance we're even getting to see the potential of these players right now as is, more than blessed.
I think it's just a testament to that these players and these teams, they are where they are because of the amount of effort and the amount of time they put in. Of course, reflecting as well with their skills. Oh, trying to get that nair into the falling up air. Just waited a little bit. 7 is actually in a lead right now. Okay, you spoke a little bit too soon, losing the percent lead, but DDD might have a pretty decent time finding a stock compared to Roy just because of the weight difference. Roy is not light, though. He's actually like a mid-weight character, speaking.
The armor's kind of heavy. Golden boy.
Golden boy.
Oh, go those back airs fishing a bit too hard.
pushing a little bit too hard is going to get punished once again. I think if I were 7, I'd be very wary about the fact that Battleborn does have that counter. It is strong if you get hit by it, but it also can provide you with a huge window to punish if you just wait it out a little bit longer. Oh, the hammer's coming out.
The forward smash is practically an up smash at the same time. That huge cone in front of Deity is covered completely by the hammer.
Yeah, we've seen Battleborn actually recover high before, attempted to do it there, but this time 7 was just sitting on the stage waiting for them, and that charged forward smash sweet spot as well. Just completely evaporated that spot. We gotta remember, once again, that's the second strongest smash attack in the game, only weaker than Kazuya's. Little inside joke for us, Suplex. I think that's one of my favorite things. Every time we've seen a DDD so far. It's so important to know. It's so important to know these things, and I think it's really important to know matchup-wise what you're dealing against. What does your opponent have that can just take my stock? What do I have to be careful of the most when I'm at a high percent? It's good to know. It's sometimes good to know these things. Study up because there's a lot of characters. There's a lot of matchups to be careful of.
Entirely, yeah. Once again, 7 trying to fish for those aerial interactions because, of course, DDD is really, really solid in the air. Those floats, they're really good aerials, covering a ton of space and doing a ton of damage. Able to KO Matt early. But at the same time, Battleborn not giving them any chances to really air to air as they're stuck to the ground, feet planted firmly.
Ooh, using that double edge dance. That's a side B right there. Using the down variation just to get a little bit of damage. The up air, I love that from 7. Just mixing up the recovery a little bit. Using that to reset neutral and allow them to get back to stage nice and evenly. Gotta watch out for that shield. Don't roll. That might be a jab to back here, but hasn't actually been able to land the sweet spot to confirm. That's very unfortunate for Battleborn. And there we go, 7. Gonna see their first lead in, I think, this whole set so far.
Yeah, I mean, this is a great place to be in. 136%. It's a heavyweight, you're not too worried about that. I mean, at high percents, you can tank a lot of stuff still, and when you're as heavy as DDD, honestly, 137 is more like 100 for most characters.
There we go, Battleborn showing off that counter, and this time it's going to get punished. 7 has come completely untouched for that 86% unanswered, so that's going to be huge. Finally, find a way to clap back. Battleborn still needs to find a way to close that stock. There we go, that sweet spot on the back here is going to do just that. I don't think you're out of the woods just yet. Roy can put on the hurt just as much as DDD can. Nice recovery, nice tech as well.
Keep it simple now. Don't overcommit. No need to let Roy get a huge combo damage combo off you. But here we go.
Oh, that might be a big problem right there. Yeah, might have overcommitted with that up smash attempt. No air dodge though. It's gonna be forced to recover high, but misses the back air. Unfortunate for 7. Still gonna have to find a way to close out the stock and missed their opportunity right there. Once again, getting a little antsy with those up smashes. I don't want to see that too much. You gotta be very careful. Nerves might be setting in right now, Suplex.
It's very interesting. I mean, not only is it really tough to close the stock against characters like Roy, but that fear of the counter is now implanted in 7. And if you swing just a little bit too early, a little bit too late, that might be your stock if you're trying to close it out.
Oh, that's gonna do it.
Yeah, Roy's up B. It is a reliable reversal tool, as you can use that super armor to like, try and tank through stuff, but in that case, when you're just getting up from the roll, not going to be the right option.
A little bit of a aggressive option for both players. We saw a lot of up smashes coming out. Of course, we saw later in that game a lot of up Bs coming out, but ultimately, right at the end there, Battleborn costed themselves the match by just. I think we saw a little bit of hesitation right there. Just got back up from the ledge, couldn't figure out what they wanted to do. Thought that they had to punish with that up B, but put themselves in a position where, because at the ledge they have no drift and nowhere to go, and properly punished by 7 with that down smash. And once again, this proves to my theory that, not even a theory anymore, that both players, despite what the scores may say, they are definitely, most definitely even, as things are back 1-1 in this head-to-head matchup currently.
Yeah, I mean, it's really interesting to see. I do love just how much we're getting that layer built of an interaction from both these players. You see 7 really trying to make sure that every neutral interaction is not only valuable for them, but can lead to a lot of that damage that they need to get on board. I mean, a DK swap?
A DK swap? Or heavy on heavy matchup? Wait, heavy on heavy matchup.
This is gonna be intense, yo. Some haymakers about to be flying. Keep your eyes peeled, yo.
I think it's a testament to the counter pick stage. This is one of DK's best stages. Those cargo throws on those small battlefield platforms. You got to remember, small battlefield is not the same as regular battlefield. Regular battlefield has some pretty decently sized blast zones. Can't say the same for small battlefield. Significantly smaller, and again, low platforms on the two sides, plus that cargo throw into up air. That's a kill confirmed.
Yeah, DK has so many good kills confirmed. So many good ways to get good effective damage on the board. On top of that, so much armor and so much range as well. I mean, he might be only using his fists, but the amount of coverage that DK has with those big slappy hands, is a lot.
Ooh, a little bit of reversal right here. Like that high recovery, actually got hit right there, 7. And the reverse hitbox of that up smash is going to take that first stock. Battleborn down right here. So far, the DK pick has not worked. Managed to keep things even for so far first stock, but is losing the lead right here just because they lost that first stock and now has to find a way to close things out.
Yeah, off that first stock, I mean, this is where you have to really test the potential of DK, because that kill power is no joke from this big Kong, but I'm telling you, yo, if you can't actually land those kill moves, then they don't play in this big guy.
Lining up that neutral B, that giant punch, the donkey punch. I think it's called giant. It's called giant punch.
Yeah. You don't want to call it Donkey punch, though.
The donkey punch is pretty dope. It's Donkey Kong, man.
Yeah, exactly. Little dash attack up there.
That's going to be a big punish, yep. Get that cargo throw to that up air, 50%. Oh, doesn't get the trip, though. That down tilt is huge for Donkey Kong because he can trip, or can lead to guaranteed grabs, actually, if you're not careful. Spot dodge. Once again, doesn't get it. Tries to get something. A berry into the F smash. Clapped.
Very
and
nice.
That's going to be the second stock right then and there for 7.
All reliable for DK. The berry into the forward smash. It works every time. And I like the idea even more so using that giant punch into the side B. Try and really crack that shield either way.
Actually, that giant punch does not have a lot of end lag, so it's a very committal option to just throw out, see if your opponent wants to mash a button after using it, because you can throw out a shield pretty quickly, but as we head into the last stock situation, we gotta remember there are potentially 5 games. No one's going to be taking a win after this, but they can give themselves a nice lead. So there's a lot to be said about either player winning this match right now. It is still tied as we're in the last stock.
Yeah, this stock is really for match point here. A lot of comfort for the winner. A lot of stress for the loser. Ooh, pickup smash charged all the way up. Not completely, but almost there. That could be
a little bit of a read. Definitely a little bit of a read right there from 7. Just seeing if they're gonna spot dodge. Oh, but down throw, very interesting. I thought they were gonna do the cargo throw, maybe get it to set themselves up on the platform for the up air, but elected to just want that stage control. I don't mind that.
Well, up B, so much coverage, so much space dominated. There's also armor on it as well, so it's very hard to stop. Forces for 7 off the ledge there as well. 4 there, poking through the platform because they're so big. One huge move could be all it takes. A bear, a forward air.
Nice stall. I really like Battleborn's stall. Able to completely avoid DD.
Holy! What a cargo
that was a mix.
throw.
That was a mix-up throw.
Yeah.
Actually. That was actually a mix-up throw. They were expecting they were DIing in, expecting like a back throw or something, but no, he did the cargo back throw, which just sent them straight up. I really like that option. A little bit of a mix-up right at the end there to actually take that third game and give themselves a little bit of a cushion. Battleborn showing that the DK pick does indeed work out in their favor this time.
Yeah, dang, I mean, Tiger Smash 5, they are currently at match only for the entire bracket right now.
I'll admit it. I would have gone Schmicks. I would have gone Schmicks
for
that throw. I was definitely not expecting the cargo back throw right there in that scenario. I definitely would have thought he maybe would have attempted it. I definitely don't think I would have expected the cargo up air or up throw to up air, but I think back throw was definitely something I would have kept in the back of my pocket just for stage positioning. But once again, just shows the level of commitment and the level of skill that these players have to be able to think on the fly, to think of those mix-ups that gave them those extra advantages, and right there in this case an extra game win that takes it to match point. Actually,
they're really good stuff. I mean, not only being able to pick out a counterplay pick like that, bring DK out from the shadows, surprise your opponent, on top of that being able to pull a game as well, that's good stuff right there. Having that variety of characters, that library of skill, it's really something special when you have a matchup like this where your opponent may not be able to swap characters, and while you do have that skill set, it can be very advantageous to any kind of matchup and really any kind of obstacle that your opponent might present.
Now, this is a very interesting stage pick because actually, remember what I said in the last match, Suplex? Donkey Kong's best 2 stages, Pokemon Stadium 2 and Small Battlefield. This is his best stage. This is definitively his best stage, but with 17.
What an outplay on the Gardo there as well. I mean, the up air that just the right angle to send it right back towards the platform, and then Gordo reflected with ease. I can't remember, does Gordo do extra damage when it's reflected? It does,
no,
right?
it doesn't. It does not. It does not.
Just the movement speed then.
Just the movement speed. Depending on, of course, what move it gets hit by, it's just going to get launched back to the sender. It's a return to sender, man. Oh, yeah. He's coming out now.
The store game as well. Battleborn.
Oh, giant punch right there. Like I said.
Off the stage? Oh, almost.
Ooh, trying to get them with the day one, as we like to call it. The quick day one, the quick tech check.
Well, knowledge check, yeah. Up there, putting out some nice damage. That up air from DDD is so huge. It does so much damage. It covers a lot of space. You can even poke with it under the stage that we saw earlier. Really good tool for that character.
It's a good option for a recovery mix-up. Just gonna throw that giant punch, see if they want to do anything.
Whoa.
There goes Smart. Just waited on that spot dodge. That should be a big punch.
Oh! They took the spot
bit
with the
too
forward
close,
smash.
actually. Yeah, a little bit too close to be able to get that sweet spot, so it's not going to actually take a stock, and that up air is going to take that stock. And we are at match point right now. Battleborn can secure this last game and make it a 2-0 victory for Tigers, allowing them to continue to be undefeated so far.
This is incredible, yo.
7 has a big uphill, to climb right now. 3 stocks for 1. That's going to be making it 2, actually, that up air to catch that high recovery.
DK.
Donkey Kong.
He's the leader of the bunch, and you know him well.
If he shoots, it's gonna hurt.
We're just cutting ahead. Up tilt's going out clutch right now as well. Those are really gonna hurt as well. These juggles put on plenty of percent on the side of 7. Gonna make this stock much easier to close out, as we see. Of course, it turning red, getting the danger zone.
He actually had the confirm right there, but that's going to be it. The giant punch right off the berry, and Battleborn is going to secure the victory for Tiger Smash 5, making it a 2-0 victory for them.
Super clean, yo. I mean, hey, Tiger Smash V, you've been looking absolutely on fire.
Remains undefeated.
Yeah, I mean, truly, that was a clean finals run. I mean, not a game. No, 1 game loss. 1 game loss.
1 game loss. 1 game loss. It was 3-0 in the first. It was 3-0 in the first set, and in that game particularly, it was only 1 victory, which of course forced the swap off to DK, and that DK just took the last 2 games.
Yeah, super clean. I mean, hey, when you have that kind of skill set to be able to swap characters and force your opponent to adapt to a new kind of style on the fly like that, skill in itself, yo. I mean, hey, really good stuff. Tiger Smash 5. On top of that, even extra good stuff. The great performance from the side of course, you know them well. It was a really good attempt for Pro Smash, but on this time, it'll be Tiger Smash 5's victory. Of course,
good stuff all victory, around. But it's not time to close off yet, Super.
No,
we got a little bit of, but we got a little bit of a bonus for everybody. We wanted to make sure we show love to all the competitors, so we're gonna play a little bit of a friendly right here. It is already over, but I believe, David and Dark, the last 2 teams from each, or the last 2 players from each team, excuse me, they're gonna come out, and I actually thought it was the previous set. They're playing the exact same characters with the exact same skins, but no, this is a completely different set.
I suppose it must be, yeah. I mean, I'm seeing. Yeah, I don't know. I'm super confused if we're seeing 7.
Is the exact same color, right? Is the exact same colors and playing the exact same characters?
Yeah.
It's 2 different players right now.
I mean, you know what? Sure, why not? If they're comfortable playing the same characters, that's crazy.
I think I'm crazy. I think it is still Battleborn in 7.
No, it's gotta be, right?
7.
Like,
yeah, because I still see the 7 tag on well, the 7 tag on DDD. That has to be 7.
Yeah, right. Gotta assume the set's over here.
Oh, and it's JT. Okay, yeah, this is 100% because that's their.
Yeah, it's a control layout.
I can see from our notes. Yeah. This is the same. It's still Battleborn in 7.
Yeah.
It's still Battleborn in 7. I'm confident. I'm like 99% confident.
Nice upper off the topic. Well. Down tilt connected. Well, start off that really good combo tool, really good combo starter as well. Both players. Oh, just chilling. Oh, they're getting the word. They're getting the word now. Yeah.
Yeah, now that they're getting the word, it's a little bit. It's over. So I guess that is it for the friendly set.
I believe we have the friendly set coming up next. That was just maybe a bit of a mishap there. All good. No worries. While we get set back up, I believe we might just cut to a quick break here as we come back for some bonus rounds. Don't you go anywhere now. It's been a really good high school finals, but in just a moment, we're back with some more games. Don't go nowhere. Welcome back, yo.
Hey, we're back.
We're
ready.
Good, yo. Extra
And
matches coming your way.
We do. Yep, we have everything sorted out. Everything in the back end is communicated, and we are going to. Yeah, I know why you're gassed. We're going to a quick friendly. I'll let you talk about it because I do see Mario.
No, I do love Mario on my screen. No, I think we might have forgotten the name tag, but as long as I have the same controls, it's all good. Either way, Mario, that plumber we all know and love. This combo game is going to be so delicious. I mean, you're going to see a lot of grab game, you're going to see a lot of really good air to airs. The only problem with this kind of matchup is, of course, that range differential.
Oh, he has no jump. He's dead.
Whoa, yeah! That range, that recovery as well. Yeah, Mario, very balanced character overall. Super solid combo damage game. kills can be a little bit struggle, but only really due to the range, of course. The matchup like DDD versus Mario is not DDD. T-Roll versus Mario. I won't say the range is too bad, but it can be tough for Mario to get a clean approach when Crown is such a viable tool, when Cannonball's out there.
Yeah, the blunderbuss. The blunderbuss as well. That down smash. Oh my god, that almost went coast to coast with him. Upbeat, very early upbeat. I actually thought the nair. Blunderbuss!
Fireball was perfect.
Fireball saved him. Fireball saved him.
And the down smash over the forward smash. It's such a reliable tool.
It's such a reliable tool. It like, let's be real. Everyone day one got caught by that down smash just because it's just shifting your blocks. You can actually avoid moves while simultaneously hitting your opponent with it.
Nice little drop there with an air. And there's the upper as well to close out that stock. 199 on K. Rool. Dang, he's heavy.
He's a thick one, and
I do want to shout out as well. The Mystic has going through this situation. It's really letting the players rock out, get this bonus set in. Let's see some friendlies going on. Sure was a long trip to get out here. Has to run some games.
Absolutely. Of course, you gotta remind. Oh my god! Oh, he survived!
Got duffed!
Wait, did he SD?
No!
He did!
Chance time!
I'm like, he might win. I'm like, did he just go too low? No way. I think he thought it was over right there, but it's not. It's still going on. And it's an even game almost.
A huge chance for David here. His downer is so much pressure on shield. Look at top of the back air. You're good. You're living the forward there. Coming in clutch, dunking him back down. But the up smash parry. Right outside of shield. That'll be first game on the side of Dark.
King K. Rool, man. He's one big dude.
Yeah.
He's one big dude, a lot of power. You saw that boxing glove for a fist? That guy is like
it's powerful, yo. Like, K. Rool's a funny character. I love his inclusion in Smash. I mean, for a heavyweight character, he's cool.
He was a very expected but highly anticipated addition to the roster. I think everyone was super excited to see the return of the one and only King K. Rool.
You know, really cool stuff. On top of that, like, we have a lot of we have a really heavy lack of really solid heavyweights in the game. I see a character like K. Rool come in and have that armor mechanic on the belly, having such really good range tools, having a good combo game with Barry and the down throw. I mean, characters like that, I'm trying to see more of, yo. I'm kind of getting tired of all these mid-weight sword characters taking up my roster.
You're just saying that because you see a Mario on screen.
It's so true.
Admit it. I know you so well.
You think I want to play Mario with all the sword characters, man?
I heard the fanboy in you when you saw the Mario. You're like, Mario.
Mario's so hype, yo. This plumber's got the
Mario
money.
is hype. I really like Mario. He's one of my favorite. He's actually one of my favorite characters. And that's not even biased. I actually love playing Mario. He's fun. His combos feel so smooth when you can pull them off properly. Like, and he's not a bad character either.
Not at all.
He is just a fundamentally good character. Wow, he actually sent him upwards with the blunderbuss.
I think he was hoping to slide under the stage and get that balance there, like this thing here.
He has no jump.
Yeah. Done deal. Side of Dark. First stock going down. In just under a minute, see David gonna close out evening of the stock line. And there it is, forward air. You know it, baby, the Dunkaroo Part 2.
Electric Boogaloo.
Hell yeah. Nice little pair there.
Oh, let's get even things back up to stock a piece and look at that Mario damage, man. Look how much hurt he put on from this combo game. That down air leading to that up air. K. Rool's such a big body. He has his jump, so that should be a pretty relatively easy recovery. Back throw. Just at an off angle, and yeah, I was gonna say that's gonna be a very predictable angle for Dark there, just to run off and forward air to take that second stock, and they still have a lead right now.
You gotta try to tack on more and more damage. K. Rool is so heavy, you gotta do more than just 100%. There's that belly armor coming into play too, yeah.
Yep, that's something you mentioned, but sweet spot of that forward smash from Mario was actually deceptionally strong.
Yeah, it's really good to see not only a little bit of range for Mario, but that sweet spot is so valuable for closing out stocks early. And there's that counter as well. You can't mess with the belly.
Oh, DI'd in? Smart. Yep, got hit by the forward air, DI'd in just to make sure that they survive. Once again, go for another forward air just in case they want to do a high recovery. Back throw. Gonna charge up the flood, push out King Rule a little bit more. They still have to jump now, not anymore. I think they wanted to go off and cape them or something.
Yeah, it's really tough for Mario to try and interrupt K-Rool's recovery. I mean, his range is not quite solid enough to get around the propeller. You have to get in just the perfect space to be really eventually horizontal to K-Rool. As that up he starts, you don't get hit with the propeller.
To ledge. Down air, not going to do it. K-Rool's very heavy. Nice forward air. That's a little bit of reversal that allowed them to reset the neutral, actually. Get a little bit backstage control. Micro spacing, man.
Yeah, both players at that nasty percent. This is super dangerous for both sides, but this back throw could be it.
That might do it.
Woo!
Yeah, that is going to do it. 155% right at the edge of the stage. The Mario back throw is going to steal out that last stop for game number 2.
Yeah, that brings David to 2-0 at this point. Very nice. Very nice.
Now, just in case you guys are just tuning in, we got to remind you that the set is already over. Tiger Smash 5 has already cleaned out the set. We are just witnessing, of course, our last 2 players that we did not get to see because, you know, we like to show some love out here at Suplex, right? Everyone needs an opportunity to get on the stream to showcase what they got, and so far I like what I'm seeing. It is tied up one apiece right now.
Yeah, really good stuff. I also want to mention as well that, like, I'm really glad we're getting to let these players just show off their stuff because they've put in so much work just to be here, right? And on top of that, allowing them to play their hearts out and whatever kind of friendly they like, it's good stuff.
Ridley, they like their heavies out here, man. Like Donkey Kong. What was that?
Is that down air clutch?
That was a down air clutch. And it traded, which means that he did an SD. I think he actually would have SD'd.
That's actually wild. Really good first stock. Super swift as well. Yep. Off stage. Looking at early one yourself.
Everybody, in case you don't know, the score is actually 1-1, not 0-2. So
oh, it's 1-1?
Yeah, it's 1-1.
Word?
Because Dark won with K-Rool in game number 1, remember? And of course we just saw David win with their Mario in game number 2.
No, my bad.
Don't get confused, man. I know you love Mario, but that's not far.
I'm biased,
I'm
biased.
Don't let the bias show. Don't let the bias show.
Really nice up smash there. That invincible head for Mario. So reliable as an anti-air tool. And just an overall, like, back coverage tool when he's turned around.
It's actually safe on shield too if you manage to reverse it.
Yeah, the range is solid.
Like it does enough shield pressure and shield damage that it just pushes them back far enough to the point where it's safe. It's very hard to punish a Mario up smash.
Little down air there as well. So the fireballs for Mario can be really difficult for the recovery. You can create a lot of space where Mario just can't be. The recovery is so linear as well, right?
Nice high recovery right there. He's gonna find themselves at the edge. Ooh, I like that aggressive forward air attempt to try to even things back out. Steal an early stock, make it even again.
Back in there as well. Mario really able to put on the pressure here, as Ridley, as a matchup, isn't too bad for Mario. The speed on Mario is so reliable in a matchup like this, but Ridley's not too fast. His range isn't too brutal for Mario to try and get in on, and the fireballs are so slow that Mario doesn't really have to deal with much zoning, right? The biggest concern is that side beat.
That's exactly what Dark's trying to go for right now. They have been going for a lot of side beats, and there we go, using that that upbeat, lingering hitbox. It has a wide hitbox.
It's huge, yeah. Mario really cannot mess with it.
That's it.
No!
Got a little bit too close to the ledge right there. A little bit too close to the ledge right there. I think that side beat was that, you know what, if I keep throwing it out, maybe it'll work one time, and maybe they'll get caught lacking a little bit. Lacked right there at the ledge at probably the most inopportune time, and just got dragged down to the pits of Pokemon Stadium 2, and that's going to be game number 2 as we head to game number 4. It hasn't secured this last set yet. Okay, again, once again, Tiger Smash 5 has already taken the set, but we're once again just seeing a nice little friendly match between these last 2 players. So
yeah, we're see game 5.
Enjoying it right now. I do want to see a game 5. Very, very hopeful because these matches have been close. I think we could have seen Game 15.
Oh, totally. 100%.
I think we could have seen Game 15 today.
I mean, like we mentioned earlier, we talked about it, like, this is but the tip of the iceberg for these players. Like, they've played so much Smash during their time and career as esports players, and it's only to be respected that no matter how the scoreline goes, these players are strong. Stronger than many of us will ever be.
Yeah, no jump again. They keep losing their jump. I think you can test it. This is the saddest thing as a Mario main.
Yeah.
When you burn that jump and you're like an inch away from the ledge.
It hurts, yo. I mean, that up B, it's not the most amazing up B in the game, of course. It does have some really good magnet hands when it comes to grabbing the ledge, but overall, it is not, of course, anything too impressive. And when you don't have a jump,
going for it. It has like just like that. It has a lot of priority. It's very good out of shield, actually.
Another down side B, just catching Mario, but of course,
okay,
you can bounce.
Didn't fall for it that time. Didn't fall for it that time. I was ready to just immediately up B right there. I got the nice sweet angle.
Yeah. You want to show it as well, that flood is going to be really effective. Nice forward smash. Gets recovery of Ridley here. The flood can mess with the angle so much, and the up B for Ridley as well is super slow. So if you can get it to whiff the ledge, an easy punish. Oh no! Got baited for the fireball. Trying to get that cape off.
That's actually an incredible option. Just dash in with the fireball. Mario decided to, or David, excuse me, decided to use the cape from Mario. That's not going to be a stop. Ridley has good recovery and ran in to use the up smash right there.
Look at this ledge pressure.
This is insane.
That was a good 40% at least.
They're scrapping right now. That's not a stock. Wasn't the sweet spot that time.
Nice little cape there. Get them away from the stage. And really turned around recovering is so much harder than facing the stage because those angles are so limited for this up B.
Yeah, I'd say they only have about four or even 3 angles. Wow, up smash, not gonna take it just yet.
But there's a down smash as well. Again, it's similar to K. Rool. Got so much coverage, and it jumps into the air and drops back down on you like that. That's the rat.
Can actually be a hurt box shift right there. And interestingly enough, Ridley's down smash sets upwards. So I don't think that's actually a very good angle to hit for a smash there, because it means consistently across the stage, it's gonna always be able to launch and KO an opponent at specific percentages, because regardless of where you are on the stage, if you're going up, doesn't matter, man.
Yeah, that really good stuff. I mean, once again, I do want to shout out just how strong these players are. Because these are some really good matches we're getting to see here. I'm so happy to see some great talent out of the Mississippi Association. Mississippi High School Activity Association. I want to make sure I get it right every time. I don't want to. I don't want to have that name dirty.
Yeah. Gotta represent, man. Gotta show the respect and the love that these people are doing for all these players. Of course, we gotta shout out the players themselves, giving us 3 incredible back-to-back sets, head-to-head matchups with each other. Of course, we gotta congratulate the winner of today, Tiger Smash 5. Cannot discount, of course, Pearl Smash. You guys put on an incredible show as well. Number 1 and 2 seeds for a reason. Once again, they did an incredible job. But I think with all of that said and done, Suplex, we are once again at that time of day where we have to close out. So I'd like to thank you for joining me. I'd like to thank everyone at home for watching. I'd like to thank, of course, Play Versus for all the work that they've been doing. TGS as well. They've been handling the production. They've been shouting in our ear, making sure that we're staying on track, right? They're giving us those names. They're giving us those tags. They're giving us that information. They're the backbone of what we do, Suplex. So I think it's definitely a testament to what the amazing work that they do. But yourself as well. We're like, you've done incredible work. You gotta shout yourself out. Come on, show yourself some love. Show yourself some love.
No, that's all you know. Either way, that's gonna be about it for us. I'm Suplex Plus. My homie MTC on Twitter, I believe. Yes, YouTube. Wherever you like.
I do have a Twitter. I channel this on Instagram as well. I rarely use it, but if you want to see what I'm up to sometimes, hey, check me out. What about you, Suplex? You gotta have something.
Twitter, Twitch, whatever. Don't worry about me though. Of course, players, enjoy those trophies. Congratulations once again, and we'll catch y'all on the next one.
Peace.
This Christmas, C-Spire is making you a Holiday Hall of Famer. With our non-stop deals, you can gift like a legend and claim the title of MVG, Most Valuable Gifter. Right now, buy the latest 5G phone, we'll give you another to gift to someone on your list. Just don't tell them you got it on us. Because Christmas isn't a contest, but wouldn't it be nice to win? Join the Holiday Hall of Fame, only in C-Spire Country.
I just feel so good. I just feel so good.
Hello and welcome back, everyone. We are ready for some Rocket League action. If you're in the venue joining us, please make some noise for these players as we're excited to kick off the action between the Panthers Unleashed and the BHS Rockets. Suplex, my man, how you doing?
Oh, it's gonna be a good one. I am so excited for these matches right now. Truly, Rocket League is something special, yo. Games like these, where it requires that in-depth team play, requires that synergy, requires that flow of getting into a full-on hyper-focus. This kind of game leaves some explosions on the field. I'm telling you, we're going to see some really incredible ball control, with some really incredible shots, really incredible saves, on top of it all off from players who have put their hearts into the game.
Yes, we are getting off to the races here. Players are finally heading down to the pitch as they get set up here. Keys to the game, Suplex, I think critical, as we've mentioned before on some of these Rocket League casts, team play. You've got to make those crisp passes. You've got to make those crisp plays in front of the net. Got to get those centering balls opportunities. Individual effort is important, but I think really the team play is going to be the difference maker in this one.
Oh, entirely. I mean, in a game like Rocket League, where team play can make or break every single interaction, when it comes down to it, you're not going to be able to carry the team alone. Now, of course, you can lead the team, but if you're really going to try and focus on winning the set, eventually, you're going to get singled out as that one strong player who's going to be demoed constantly, is going to be targeted constantly, it's going to be make their life a lot harder to go ahead and lead that team. So if you don't rely on your teammates, like you're seeing here from the Panthers Unleashed, it's going to be a rough one here. Let's put up from the corner, a little steal.
The BHS Rockets go up with the first goal in this series just 20 seconds in. A quick one off the top there, as the Panthers Unleashed are really going to have to come back in a hurry to even up the scoreline if they want an opportunity to take this first game.
Yeah, you see they're really going to follow that defense, but not enough against the Rockets. That shot was so clean.
Absolutely, as the Panthers are springing on these opportunities in front of the Rockets' nets. Oh, they get a high crossbar opportunity, not quite there, as Closure wants to pick this up and get over top of the BHS Rockets once more, but looks like a clear is finally going to come in on the Rocket side.
It was see it before we see it again. Rocket League's one of those games where it takes a little bit of warm-up. I mean, I don't know how fresh these players are, if they've had a lot of time to really get their hands warm in the game, but it's kind of series where it's not unexpected to see some missed shots, close shots there like that. Real.
Ooh, that was close.
There, but not quite.
Another crazy opportunity off the crossbar there. Weird drop down off the back wall, was able to control it, not quite. Huge opportunity coming in here. Hype for Skypes. Buries one, making it 2-0 on the Rocket side. Great passing opportunity in front there. Great read off the back wall there. And the Panthers just couldn't get up in time to make a contest on that play.
Incredible catch with the Rockets. I mean, that's the kind of team they were looking for, yo. Like, it might not be perfectly 100% accurate right off the bat, and that's totally okay. But you have teammates for it. Teammates to help close out those shots on net to make those points really a reality. Up 2 over the BHS Rockets, and it's looking like a fantastic start. And it's Unleashed have yet to unleash their true power. Holy, what a save! What an extra duck there from Hyper Skypes. Getting one more goal on the net. It's through. The Rockets.
Take a look at this first save, though. Wow, on the goal line. Hey, you know, kudos to the BHS Rockets on the follow-up there, but that was an unbelievable save on the goal line by the Panthers Unleashed on that first play there. You love to see it off the top.
Closure's got some serious iron defense. You can rely on him. Clearly.
It's really gonna close down the net, so to speak, if you know what I mean.
That's what I'm saying.
That's what I'm saying. Hey, all right. As the BHS Rockets head back into the Panthers end, Closure's going to respond and go up for an aerial opportunity here. Gets it off the top wall. Is able to drop it down. Oh, an epic save coming in. Beautiful opportunity there in front for the Panthers. Couldn't quite finish it off, though.
What an insane setup for Closure. The amount of ball control the Panthers Unleashed are really showing off here. Incredible. Same thing with the BHS Rockets. They get a nice little setup here in front of the net. Slowing down a little bit, though. Loose Monopoly going towards the side of the Panthers Unleashed. Got it on their side. Ping-pong back over, though. Are you ready for defense? The action swap between offense and defense is going to be so important in this kind of matchup. But Promise full with a long-range shot from the middle. Very nice.
Yeah, very nice opportunity there. Very good control and patience in front of the net. Placement high up, way over top of the defender. Couldn't get up that high to defend it. Great opportunity to score. It's a 3-1 game with just about 2 minutes and 30 seconds left.
very clean. You can see as well this part is pretty close, not really one-sided whatsoever. They'd be almost complete. I think we saw also look at demo over there for the match. We saw a full-on stop in the middle as a few attackers really trying to fight for that ball and then get nowhere as they didn't even pinch out. They're super evenly matched, and it's nice to see a matchup like this where it's truly unpredictable as to who's going to win.
Absolutely, as the Rockets need to come back in a hurry and defend. Low boost. Hype for Skypes has nothing to work with. Was able to get a nice little pinch and clear off the other Panthers player, but Panthers are back into the zone. They want to control this ball near the goal line. Gets 150.
Whoa.
Genesis with a little back save. Gets a little bit of a bicycle save in front of his own net. Scary opportunity there as the BHS Rockets are still pretty low on boost as Promiseful is able to, oh my god!
What?
Try on the sidewall, just a huge carry down the entire way. Gets a little bit of a flip and a light reverse flick off the top there. Defender tried to play it out wide. Huge goal, 4-1, a minute 48 left in this first game.
You can see just how professional much of technique these players have. The amount of refinement they've put into really making these tools not only usable, but consistent around these games. I mean, it's one thing to be able to land the amount of ball control like that. You're just sitting at home, doing it by yourself, in single-player training mode, trying to make it work, right? But in a real, live match, doing it on the fly from wherever, that's real talent.
Impressive play there, an impressive flick off the sidewall there, but Panthers Unleashed aren't done yet. They're going to go pick up this ball. Promiseful is going to get a shot towards the net, just a little high and wide. Demo came in, I believe, on the side there, so his player wasn't able to support. Back from respawn.
Whoa,
Gets bumped out. Yeah, you're going to go for a flight there, buddy. We'll see you when you land. As Genesis is going to go in for an opportunity here. Is flicked out by Closure. Great opportunity, great save there, but Closure's got no boost to work with as his teammate has to come in and support on that clear.
That ball was really dangerously in front of the net there for Panthers, but Beach is not ready for a shot. Thank goodness. Don't want to make that scoreline that lead any bigger instead of BHS and Panthers Unleashed is trying to make this back in the last 40 seconds. Not a lot of time to work with. It might be a pot of wrap here for this first game, but there's always hope. There's always a chance. While there's time on the board, while the ball's in the air, still playing.
You're in the venue, now's the time to get loud. Final 30 seconds. Let's see if the Panthers can put another one up on the net, or the BHS Rockets gonna walk away with this first game.
Very nice carry over here. The Panthers on defense once again. BHS trying to dribble it through. What a pass!
What a center! Oh my god!
Got it! And a counterattack real fast. Driver's there. 5 seconds on the clock. Getting down to the wire here. BHS Rockets ready to walk away with this first game. The moment this ball hits the ground, that could be a wrap. Get it back in the air. Above the net. Just not enough to get the one more shot in there, but we know who the champs are for this first game. BHS Rockets walking away with that first match. I mean, hey, just look at the scoreboard. 2-2-2 from Cryver, very, very clean. But look at the saves from Closure down there as well. I mean, really good stuff from both teams. What a first match to start us off.
I mean, that's the Rocket League you'd love to see. I know the scoreline said 4-1, but that felt like a pretty even series to me all in all. Good opportunities on both sides, big saves on both ends of the field. I think this is a great start to this series so far, and looking forward to seeing this Game 2 kick off as players are prepping in the background and getting ready on the field here. Suplex, any thoughts from that first game?
No, that was fantastic, Yo. I have nothing but compliments for these players. I mean, it has been something special to be able to see the amount of ball control that we're seeing from just the first game. I mentioned that Rocket League's a kind of game where you need to warm up, get that flow going, get that synergy going with your teammates as well, really get your head in the game. But when you're able to pull off stuff like that off the bat, it goes to show just how many hours, just how much blood, sweat, and tears these players have put into the game, really be able to show off their stuff whenever they need.
Back in, here we go, game number 2. BHS Rockets up one game, but Panthers put one on net early. They are sending a message early in this game saying, we're not done yet, we're not out of the races. Oh my god, what an opportunity! Huge shot there from Closure, huge save from Closure, excuse me. Panthers almost put one in on the BHS Rockets side, and then had to turn around and play defense in a hurry because the Rockets went down to the other end. And another crazy opportunity on net here. We are off to the races in this first series.
It's back and forth counterattacks here. It is non-stop action, I'm telling you. The amount of offense that both teams has is seemingly limitless. The potential both teams has seemed to be not only bottomless, but also extremely terrifying for both sides. I can only imagine the defenders yelling columns to make sure they can at least try and make these goals not a reality for either side. But at the same time, their offense is running as fast as possible to go counterattacks in, just keeping any opportunity they can get to really make these points happen. Because I want to say, oh, what a shot from the top! Never mind. I want to say nothing other than
From the top rope! Hype for Skypes! Oh my goodness, what a cannon from the top corner, just underneath the crossbar. An insane play to start out this game number 2 as we just under the 1 minute mark into this first game. BHS Rockets go up 1-0.
Absolutely incredible accuracy there. Hype for Skypes, really the striker here. Instead of BHS Rockets, making those plays happen as wherever they can, right? Just look, going to the skies one more time. Plenty of boost on deck, controlling it with masterful precision here. Trying to set their team for one more shot, one more attacker going in, and you know it. Genesis has got one more point for the board out of BHS Rockets. It's unleashed. Time for your offense to really start roaring here because it's getting tense.
No kidding, Suplex. I mean, honestly, you have to be careful on those plays. That was a triple commit. That was the third man Genesis on the back line of Rockets coming in to make that final play there. If you don't score that goal, you set your team up for a nightmare on the defensive side as the transition play comes in. But a great shot, a great opportunity as Genesis puts another one up on the board. 3-0 for the BHS Rockets as we come to the 3-minute and 30-second mark of this game. Panthers, what do you got for us? We need to see a response here in a hurry.
Yeah, I mean, we got 3.5 minutes left, but Genesis is saying, give me more every time they get a shot. BHS Rockets get one, they get two immediately. It's crazy just how much they love to fight out the momentum, and Hype Unleashed is just falling behind in that pace. It's hard to keep up with the team for that first minute and a half. Becomes all of a sudden a death match for those first couple goals, and then the last 3 minutes are just weighed down by that initial start, right?
Yeah, there's another crazy opportunity. It's almost on net there. The Panthers heading back to the other end want to respond here. Off the top wall here. Awkward bounce off of that top corner just above the goal. Rockets are going to juggle this between themselves. Shot opportunity, Promiseful.
Wow.
Is able to put that on net. Hype for Skypes is able to deny it though as they're going to send it back to the other end. Genesis is going to rotate, wins that 50. Nardy man.
Panthers are going to set up these plays, but they're not quite fast enough on getting the shot in because the defense for BHS Rockets is so solid.
Another good opportunity on net there, but again, you got to win those 50s out and you got to have more power on those shots. Otherwise, it's a weak opportunity and turns into a transition play down to the other end of the field here. This Nardy man gets a bit of a touch here. Not enough to actually put it towards the center of the net here. Challenge on the 50. Has boost to work with. Gets one awkward touch. Is able to put it back towards the center. Third man coming in. Wants an opportunity there. Not there. Closure's got to have to hustle back. Ooh, and a great demo there on the side wall. Is able to clear the player out there and build some space and some room for him to corral this ball as the Panthers are kind of hemmed in their own zone right now with this awkward opportunity here. Hype for Skypes, it's another one back to spawn here. Big bump in front of the net. Opportunity on net. Wins the 50. Nardy man on the 50-50 play there. And Closures is able to clean it up with the goal as the triple commit came in for the BHS Rockets there. Lost the 50 in the slot and they just couldn't follow up. And Closures recognized the opportunity, buries the goal, 1-3 with 1:52 left on the clock.
Now, this is honestly a fair amount of time to try and make this at least an even scoreline for Panthers Unleashed, but again, that offense is not quite able to get its sparks rolling here. Now, BHS Rockets have got a very, very solid offense as their strikers are so independent, they're so able to try and get those any kind of free shot they can get, they're going to go for it without any kind of setup, any kind of hesitation, they're going to get in there and react to it. But Panthers Unleashed, if you can't quite pull that off right now, you got to focus on making those opportunities and being ready for those opportunities as well. I can see really good setup for Panthers, but right now, it's looking like they can't quite keep up with the defense of BHS Rockets, and the moment they try and go for a setup shot, I'm seeing it right here, instant clear.
Yeah, here we're back to kind of the three-dimensional Pong that we know and love of Rocket League. Big opportunity in front of the net. Huge save by Promiseful as he just got a tire on that one, saving it out as the BHS Rocket player was closing into the slot there for a shot opportunity.
That's what I'm talking about there. I mean, you saw just how much they're trying to set this up by themselves, and then when they can't do it themselves, their teammates right there behind them to finish the job. No problem.
Look at this play here. Off the backboard, recognizes he has a teammate, rolls out of the opportunity, open up the spot for Cryverb, and buries it. 4-1 on the scoreline, just under a minute left in play.
It's genuinely a clinical and near perfect approach. I mean, You can't get much better than that. And as a defender, you have to be ready for that kind of mix-up.
Absolutely, as we come into the... Oh my goodness, that was terrifying. Promiseful wanted that opportunity as it just got stuck in the corner barely. Hyper Skype needs some boost here. He's only got 40 to work with. Genesis misses that 50, can't win that one out. Finally, the clearance comes out for the BHS Rockets as we come down to the final 30 seconds of play.
Yeah, I mean, C just assault the VHS Rockets defenses, but Phantom Unleashed, they're clawing at it. They're getting those tiny openings that's possible for them to get these shots. But right now, a big opening for Skypes. A mix-up on the pass. Let's have Genesis slam it right in. Look at this juke. He's just dribbling it right towards them. Be closer, trying to get real on defense, but just rolls over the opportunity like last time. Same mix-up. Different timing.
Was
Genesis bunks it in.
Saucy. I love that kind of play and that kind of heads-up opportunity to not get greedy for the goal, but open up a big opportunity for a teammate. As another one off the face-off is able to bait out this even 50-50 on the face-off here, completely even. The Panthers don't sync up tight enough, and BHS up 6-1 with 16 seconds left. I think at this point we can call this second game in the bag. It's going to be hard pressed for the Panthers to score 5 in 16 seconds. Crazier things have happened, but as this clock runs down, the Panthers need to find another opportunity as Driver is not done. He wants the hat trick. Huge play there on the BHS Rockets. Again, these team plays and winning that 50-50 opportunity there. Good shot on net. 7-1 scoreline, 10 seconds left.
Yeah, very, very amazing play, honestly, to beat this Rockets. And Unleashed have a lot of work to do. They must have learned a lot in these first 2 matches, really be able to adapt themselves to these next couple ones, because while it is very terrifying to go against a setup, or against a matchup where you're down, of course, 6 points in one game potentially, it's alright, it's gonna be okay, because you've been able to not only keep up with defense, but also be able to keep up with being able to play that neutral game, be able to play that ping pong, and really control the ball overall. It's just sometimes those few slips on the defense, those few mistakes in neutral, when you let the ball get out of control and they start making it a clear counter across the field, it's tough to keep up with.
Yeah, those 50-50 plays where the players line up and they're both driving towards the ball and crash into it with the ball in the middle. Again, chaotic opportunities come out for it, but you need to have a player prepared and ready to go pick up whatever loose ball comes out of it, whether you win or lose that 50-50. That is a critical play in Rocket League that you need to identify and be ready for, and I think the BHS team had the advantage in this game number 2.
Yeah, you can tell they're so ready for anything. I mean, the amount of times they're able to just pick up a ball out of nowhere and slam it in from anywhere is incredible. I mean, you're seeing shots at the top, from the bottom, from the corners, from the middle. I mean, when their shot range is that free-spirited, I mean, when it comes down to it, you got to be able to not only have reactive players on defense, but also on offense with the Panthers. And having that adaptability, that freestyle mode, I mean, it's not easy, but more than possible to at least try and refine. You see an immediate shot from BHS Rockets. I mean, this is what I'm talking about. That immediate just will to go for a shot. That prep time, that reaction feeling to say, you know what, this is possible. I'm gonna go for it. You see right now, Promiseful.
Opportunity and a big pass off the back wall. That's the kind of heads-up play I'm talking about. You need to prepare opportunities for your teammates. Look at this, flicks it over top of the D-man, opens up the opportunity in the slot. D-man can't get back on the goal line to make that save. Finally, Panthers Unleashed put a lead up on this game number 3 over the BHS Rockets with just 20 seconds into this game number 3.
That was truly a perfect start. Panthers Unleashed have shown they have the stuff. I mean, that kind of play, we just saw it twice in the last match from Rockets. They said, you know, we can do that too. Don't you cut us out. You know we have the skill set to do so, and we will do so.
Absolutely, as Promiseful circling in his own zone right now. Needs to get a save opportunity, and Driver says, no, we're going to tie this game up in a hurry here. Big centering pass opportunity there. Oh, you got a rule number 1 in the corner there.
Yeah.
You know, kudos to those players for honoring that. You know, for those not familiar, Rule 1, Rule 0, there's a bunch of different names for it. When 2 players crash head-to-head into each other in Rocket League, there's an unspoken rule that you aren't allowed to disengage from that head-to-head, full speed, full tilt opportunity, and the series usually turns into a 2v2, and I've even seen 1 versus 1s in some games in ranked or other tournaments. It's an insane community-driven opportunity here in tournament play. I'd love to see it honored as Scriber puts another one up on the board here. 2 goals on 3 shots, and 2-1 just a minute and change into this game number 3 as BHS Rockets are putting on a show here so far.
A little bit of a scramble there on defense, just trying to realign themselves, trying to get ready for that next shot on goal, but when Tyrese is ready there waiting for a shot, it's terrifying because BHS Rockets will take anything they can get, and like we mentioned earlier, when it comes down to it, that free flexibility to be able to just take a shot whenever and wherever, you gotta have that in your pocket because it comes down to it, win the game by getting goals.
Absolutely is. Players head into the 3-minute and 30 mark here. Artie Man is able to get a decent 50 in the air. Promiseful's up to challenge this. Oh,
Panthers.
Beautiful challenge there by the Panther squad. It's going to open up an opportunity on the far end. Big bump comes in and a shot. Promiseful with the follow. What a beautiful play there. He's able to keep that ball up in the air, keeps his play alive. Bump on the player, a light touch, and then a pool shot for the goal. Promiseful ends up getting credit for it, but a phenomenal play by, I believe that was Closure on the backside there. A phenomenal play, and it all started with winning that 50-50 up in the air just above his own net. Promiseful making big plays by the scoreline up.
Yeah, this has been incredible for Panthers. A huge clap back. They've got the stuff. It's a matter of getting that initial plan started. You probably need a bit more setup to get those goals to happen, but that setup's more than worth it, especially when it's not effective, right?
You're in the building or in chat, let's get those PHS or BHS chants going. Whoever you're cheering for, let's hear it loud now as this tied scoreline is proven to be a very tight game between the Panthers and the Rockets. Nardy Man wants to get a clear here. Can't quite get it. It's got a little bit of boost to work with. It's going to leave it for his teammate. Hyper Skype wanted the backflip there, couldn't quite get it. This is going to hop towards the center here. Shot opportunity, Closure with the slam dunk. Hello. Promiseful with the beautiful centering pass that popped up for plenty of room for Closure to bury that. And that is what you love to see. I didn't know we were playing NBA 2K out here. I thought we were playing Rocket League, because that was one heck of a dunk.
Dude, I'm telling you, I mean, these players not only have style, but also grace. I mean, the amount of skill that we're seeing in the flight, the amount of skill that we're seeing in the ball control, the opportunistic plays, it's been absolutely incredible. I mean, no lack of quality Rocket League here at these finals, and truly, Mississippi has got some talented players in this state. This is great stuff.
Getting us a big opportunity coming out for the BHS Rockets. Couldn't quite get it on net. Hyper Skype wants to put it back towards the center here. Panthers able to clear it over top there. Scary opportunity. They need to collect some boost and get some momentum going the other direction here, as they have the scoreline advantage currently, but that may not last, as scary opportunity off the crossbar, still floating in front of the net. A big dunk for Hyper Skypes. Oh my goodness, the placement. The soft touch to just bounce that slightly down and left behind the defending player. So calculated. Oh my goodness, Hyper Skype ties up the scoreline. A minute 50 left to play in this game number 3.
That was so nice. And I feel like we're seeing a mirror match of players. I mean, we're seeing the same plays be made by both teams, and we're seeing them both be done masterfully. I mean, I think they're both shooting into each other, like, just talking about how they can both do anything. Both teams are lethal. Speaking of lethal, Genesis just ready for that shot from the middle. A simple and clean opportunity. A little bounce from Prospect trying to clear. Genesis more than ready to get in there, and Iron Man is not quite able to keep up.
As BHS Rockets are able to put a late one up here. Minute 38 left to play. Can they hold this lead to give them an opportunity at match point, or the Panthers could be able to respond with a couple more goals to give them the opportunity to put their first game up on this series score. Reminder for those watching at home or in the venue, this is a best of 7, so you need to win 4 games to close out this series.
Yeah, I mean, this has been really tight so far. As well, like, even if it becomes a 4-0 situation, that's more than okay. This is only a tip of the iceberg, like I mentioned earlier with these players. I mean, games are made to be run more than once, and in a finals match like this, there's always going to be next time. But I'm so happy to see these players be able to run such great matches, because they're playing on fire, and I would not want it any other way.
Ooh, big opportunity there for closures in front of the net. Promiseful follows up with another one. Cry is able to save it out there. Hyper Skypes, he's got room. Oh, beautiful defense there for the Panthers as that breakaway opportunity almost turns into a dangerous situation for the Panthers.
Indeed, yeah. Well, attempted to clear there from BHS. Can't get anything started here, but also team. 30 seconds left, and it's a 3-4 scoreline. Panthers have just one last chance potentially here to make this shot. In control of BHS Rockets right now. They keep also trying to get any kind of setup here. Panthers to make something happen, a miracle, anything. 13 seconds left on the clock.
They have
still stuck in the
BHS
same corner.
absolutely hemmed into their own zone, and Closure is able to take it off the back wall. Oh my goodness, what a play there to ride this off the back wall. Just enough boost and a light touch in front of the net is able to bury it, tie up the scoreline with just under 10 seconds left. Ladies and gentlemen, I believe we might be heading to an overtime scenario in this game as these teams just seem so tightly matched.
So incredible. I mean, 5 seconds left, and I would not be surprised if we saw one more goal, quite honestly. You can see them trying to get it in the last second there, but we're going to it. You called that out, yo. It's overtime. First goal takes the game. Here we go.
And reminder for those who are not familiar with Rocket League, at that 0-second mark at the end of the game does not end until the ball touches the ground. That does not include the sidewalls or the other opportunities there. Hang on, we got a goal opportunity here. Oh, not quite in front of the net, but just a reminder to keep an eye on that ball at the 0-second mark, because crazy things can happen at any time in this game as the BHS Rockets are trying to line up an opportunity here. Genesis is going to be able to keep it in. A little bit of boost to work with, get another shot opportunity on. Panthers look a little clogged up in their corner there. They're going to need to spread out and give themselves some opportunities. Finally, a clearance comes out, relieves some of the pressure on the Panthers side here. It's going to go to the far side of the goal. Closure is going to need to come back and support on the defensive side there. Great read off the back wall there. Artie Man gets another shot towards the net there. Oh, a big opportunity! Promiseful! Oh my goodness, from the top rope. Ladies and gentlemen, the Panthers Unleashed put their first game up in this series. What a beautiful overtime goal by the Panthers God and Promiseful. Really burying that opportunity. Yes, that's right, the finisher tag for that 1 OT goal. Beautiful play. We are heading to at least a couple more games.
Yeah, that was absolutely shell-shocking, and I'm sure that must have really sank deep into the side of the BHS Rockets' minds, because that kind of comeback, that kind of overtime play only leaves a permanent mark on your mental play to be at least a little bit scared of the Panthers used to be crushing just two games ago. They were going 7-1.
I mean, look, I completely agree with everything you said. Is all of a sudden we got a series. I mean, it was looking a little lopsided there for a second, and now all of a sudden we got a game in our hands and we got a series on our hands.
Yeah, no, this is truly delightful stuff. I mean, when it comes down to it, that adaptation is really, really, really important. Cornerstone for a finals match like this. But I love to see that kind of adaptation actually bear fruit. I mean, you can see just how much the Panthers have adapted their offense to really keep up with those goals. Their defense might be still a little bit scrambly. That's going to be okay, because once you can keep up with the goal line, once you can keep up with the offense, you're going to make it through. Like you mentioned before, that offense be the best defense.
Absolutely, it's easier to score or not be scored on when you're quite a few hundred feet away from your own net. There's Genesis gonna go corral this ball in the Panther zone. Opportunity for a weird bounce there. Ooh, a shot on net. Genesis wants to follow that up. Closure closes out that opportunity right on the crossbar there. Amazing save on the Panther side here to start this game out with a banger.
This is actual top-level Rocket League we're witnessing right now. I mean, I would love to say that I have seen better Rocket League players, but I actually haven't. This is some of the best level play I've ever seen in my life. These best players have serious
oh my
game. And
god, the dunk! Cried! No! From the ceiling! Look at this! Look at this! A couple rotations on the top of the car, buries it underneath the Panthers player there. Oh, we're off to the races. BHS says we want that first goal in this game number 4.
You just feel the passion coming from these players right now. I mean, this is some incredible stuff. And to top it all off, I'm sure they're having an amazing time playing this set. They've got plenty of games to go, and it's only just getting started. The heat has only started rising
you're watching in venue or in chat, let's see you make some noise. Type out
noise.
some messages there. Cheer for your teams, cheer for your players. This series is phenomenal. Cry's got an opportunity here. He's able to play it up top. He's going to go off the backboard. Doesn't quite come down in front here. Hyper Skypes has another opportunity. Big Slave. Closure again with the closure on the goal line. Phenomenal play there to save it out. And Panthers are heading back to the other end for a counterattack.
Defense here, Patriots Rockets more than ready for it. Holding it in that corner. They're a little bit stacked up. But again, Panthers Unleashed not quite able to set up their plays. They don't have the space to do so. They need that room, that time to set up their offense. The Patriots Rockets will shoot in there. Anytime, any chance they get to really get a free goal, but they go for a quick one. Heading up off the back wall. No one's ready for it, and Sketch is carrying it all the way out. Great defense there.
Another huge opportunity there for the BHS Rockets as they wanted to get that towards the net. It was just chipped out here. Genesis wants another opportunity. Fry got a shot on net. Closure again with more closure in front of his own net. Absolute stud on that goal line for the Panthers Unleashed team currently. As Promise was sent back to spawn there on that demo. Fry is looking to hunt down another Panthers player. Can't quite get it. Closure finally gets a shot on net. Big save by Genesis. Not quite the height I think Closure wanted on that shot there, but still a good opportunity as Nardy Man is able to follow up and bury it. We got a Red Grim Reaper on the field here, folks. 1-1 scoreline, 2 minutes and 37 seconds left in this game number 4.
Yeah, the grim adventures of Panthers and Rockets out here. This is looking absolutely tight. I mean, I have nothing more to say than the appreciation I have for these players who put on such an amazing show. Like, the amount of hours, the amount of memories I'm sure they have playing this game with these teams is limitless, and I'm just so happy they're having a great time.
Scary opportunity there off the crossbar there as Panthers had to be careful. Promisals going to follow this ball up here, has boost to play with, gets an inch out. BHS are going to relieve some pressure for the short time, but Panthers did pick up that corner boost here, so they're out. Ooh, big miss on the back wall there. Scary opportunity. Genesis is able to collapse on that opportunity on that miss on the Panther side here. You'll see him drive up the wall. Doesn't quite get the touch there. Teammate comes out is backwards. That's a tough play as Genesis is able to make this a 2-1 scoreline for the BHS Rockets, which is about 2 minutes left to play.
They finally took back the lead, too. I want to mention as well, Petal High School's Panthers has been really the #1 seed for this entire bracket. And they've been completely undefeated during the regular season. Now, the Rockets, on the other hand, are the #2 seed, but they've only lost one time. An amazing goal there to even it up as well by the Panthers. But that one loss, can you guess who it was to?
I'm not sure.
It was to the Panthers right here. So this is, of course, a rematch for the finals here, and I wouldn't have it any other way. You can tell they really have that history, that adaptation, that memory of playing it before and thinking, can we do this time? Can we improve on this matchup? Can we improve on this defense? Be able to truly counterplay this enemy team, really be able to have a final match like this.
Huge back-to-back saves on the Panthers side there. And they can't keep it out as Genesis is able to follow up on that back wall. Bounce out from his own teammate there. Cry is able to put out a nice passing opportunity. Genesis just rolls it towards the net, and Panthers did not have enough boost to work with to get up and make that save.
Huge for the Rockets. This is their chance, yo. The underdogs trying to make that real revenge play.
So he promises he's going to circle back. Needs to pick up some pads on his way here. Genesis wins out that 50. He's going to follow up his own ball here as his teammate passes it back kind of the wrong direction. I'm not sure if that was a calculated or mistaken play. Things happen though. Players move on. Panthers need to tie up this opportunity here if they want to push it to, a full set or a full series here. Again, down 1 game currently in the scoreline. Coming up on the final minute of play here, Genesis gets an awkward tip up top here. Closure wants to put that towards the net there. Woo. One of these Panthers players is going to need to head back and go play some defense and get some boost. Says, oh my goodness, BHS Rockets just missed in front of their own net. That was a terrifying opportunity there for the Panthers. They couldn't capitalize on it though.
Look clear here towards the Panthers side. Right in front of their goal, but nobody's quite ready for it that fast. Right down on the demo. The Panthers are trying to line it back up, back towards BHS, but it's not going to work out so smoothly that time. Their defense is so solid, you know what it's not to play. Set up some Panthers. Trying to see them into lineup, trying to be able to react when they're trying to set up a goal. being able to have that ability of witnessing and predicting a play coming in the future is also valuable. And Piper is the only one in front of the net. Play blocks it. Whoa. Goal going on. Final 10 seconds. And the last chance here for Panthers to get this goal off. You know they need this, as mentioned earlier, Animal, to really get that goal line evened up. You can see that it's leaving on the ground, letting the game end. BHS Rockets up now 3 games. The Panthers won, and this could be their chance to truly gain their vengeance on this rematch against the Panthers.
Yeah, huge opportunity here. I mean, look, BHS, they can close it out right now if they're diligent with their play. They continue to make those smart team plays, stay strong on their own goal line, but you can't discount the offensive opportunities that they've had. Panthers really need to step it up, winning those 50-50 opportunities, opening up shots from both sides of the net. I've seen a lot of it leaning to the left side, in towards the right. They need to get opportunities on both sides, and they need that striker following up for those opportunities to make sure they can clear in and clear those opportunities in front of their own net.
Oh yeah, I mean, being able to minimize the amount of risk that you have in front of your own net is so important. And you can see just how effective BHS is at doing that. Now, I do want to say that Panthers' actual goalie play is a little stronger, as they've been able to make some really insane saves. But the Rockets, I mean, they're so good at making sure the Panthers can't get a flow going on their offense. They can't get any shots for free. On top of that, when they try to set up their team plays, it's so tough to try and get around the side of BHS Rockets. They're so ready to intercept and make those passes that much harder.
And we're off to the races here in our game number 5 here. BHS on match point currently. Can they close out this series in a hurry? Or are the Panthers going to want to send it to a game 6 and potentially a game 7 here?
I know for a fact other teams want more games. That's got to be a fact, because the Panthers get a shot in the first 15 seconds. They need more games. These finals aren't done yet, yo. Hardy man starting us off.
Panthers are able to put up an early one, only just 15 seconds into this game. Again, I think that is the kind of play that is necessary to set the precedent early that this series is far from over and the Panthers want more Rocket League in their lives.
Yeah, I mean, more games is definitely always a beautiful thing. A huge snipe shot right away from Skypes. Just sliding right in there and saying, there's nobody here. Man, clean up at 9:05. I'll take the peanut butter for free. A sweet treat for the BHS Rockets to even up the scoreline. And here we go. Just barely over 20 seconds in, we already got 2 goals on deck. Go to the corner here. A lot of Panthers that try to clear it back over. BHS Rockets need a chance. They have a chance. Try and get this ball in control. Sounds kind of awkwardly. Timing's a little off. Panthers get control. Back towards their corner. Over the net. No shots happening here, but you know it's always possible. The goal that we've seen before is always on board. Guys trying to mix up.
For skill. Oh my God! Closure closes down his own net. Phenomenal save there on the goal line there as Hyperskype was styling in front of his own, in front of the offensive net there, but they couldn't capitalize on that opportunity. Ooh, over top of one, but BHS is able to follow up. Hyperskype is able to chip that towards the front of the net. It's going to be way over top and over. BHS is able to corral it once more, but finally the clearance comes out from the Panther side here. So Hyperskype's going to head back in front of his own net. Ooh, another opportunity there in front of the net for Panthers, as it looks like there's a demo on the back line. Hyperskype is going to be sent back to spawn there.
Oh, no.
Another bump in front of the net there. Promiseful sent back to spawn as well. That's a scary opportunity there, as that opens up a lot of space for play and a lot of net for any team to score on, on purpose or on accident, as those demos are critical for play and boosted
No one's in net!
Oh, no! What the Another scary opportunity. Yeah. BHS Rockets wanted that one, but Panthers are going to corral this one. Ooh, off the post! Nardi is able to put it wide just off the post there. Huge opportunity for Panthers, as they're going to have to race back to their end to defend on this play.
Oh, a beautiful little corner shot there from Trevor. You can see just the patience here as they dribble it over. Sitting in that corner, waiting for an opportunity, bounces off the wall as he notices nobody's really caught it yet, and boom. Easy shot for someone who's put in the work. And the Unleash trying to start us off with a quick comeback here. They need to get the offense started once again. There's no time to waste here. This is match point for the BHS Rockets. This game means everything to them. What a
Oh my God!
With the most unfortunate rebound possible off that top bar.
Oh, but honestly, genuinely a beautiful shot opportunity there. Great placement, slightly calculated if I have to guess.
Yeah.
Rise able to put a great shot on net there. It's 3-1, just heading towards the halfway mark in this game number 5 here, and the BHS Rockets want to close this series out in style.
Yeah, I mean, the BHS Rockets, you're feeling pretty dang good about a 2-point lead. That cushion has got to be comfortable. And of course, we've got only about half the game left. Get into overtime, that'd be beautiful, but we might not get the chance with a 3-point lead now thanks to Skypes. Look at the setup here, getting it over Promiseful, trying to dribble it out, and Hyperskypes able to beat Nardy Man there is not a lot of chance to defend when it's been already touched the corner like that. BHS Rockets just, now's the time to close the deal. Just simple, keep the defense up, and Panthers, all the work's on your side now. 3 points to make in just 2 minutes, 20 seconds remaining here. This is tough. A tall order, no less. But something that is always possible in a game like Rocket League that's so explosive.
Absolutely, these players heading down to the 2-minute mark left in this game. BHS Rockets up 3-1 on the scoreline here. Panthers need a big opportunity early as possible here to at least get one more on the net here. And this might be it. Nardy Man gets a good shot towards the net. Not quite enough speed to make that opportunity worthwhile there, as Hyperskype is going to follow this up. Not a lot of boost to work with. He's going to have to be diligent. Flip reset comes in. He gets the opportunity there. Not quite. Hyperskype couldn't keep control after that flip reset with no boost to work with.
Yeah, you gotta have a full stock of boost. Once again, boost is such an important mechanic in this game, and being able to not only take control of it on your side by really monopolizing, taking all the boost to starve your opponents of boost and kind of set up goals, so important, and you can see that come into play every now and then. As
some other
boost
important
can make a
terminology.
great goal.
Yeah, some other important terminology. There's the flip reset. When the ball's up in the air, if players are able to touch all 4 tires onto that ball, it gives them another flip, which allows them to rotate their car quickly as Genesis is able to bury one. 5-1 for the BHS Rockets, and Panthers are in a world of hurt with just 1:12 left to play on this clock.
Oh, it's so painful when the net's just open like that. You're watching it roll in, you're doing all you can to mash those keys over towards the goal, but it's just not fast enough, as you can see. BHS Rockets up 4 points. You need at least a point every 15 seconds. At least have a hope of coming back here, but that's unleashed. I know you got it in you. Not that dog, but that cat in you.
Absolutely, as Panthers will need to secure an opportunity quickly here, as BHS has them hemmed in their own zone here. A little bit of a freaky play in the slot there, as it gets a little exciting when players are going tire to tire trying to win out that ball. Genesis is on the back line. They're looking for a demo. Hyperskypes can't quite get the touch there. Panthers are going to go up and corral this ball in the air there. Pass comes across there, but BHS Rockets, and that might be the dagger. And for the final one, 6-1, Hyperskypes is able to corral this ball off the flip and just steals out that passing opportunity there, as that 2-0 players heading in towards the Panthers end might secure the win for the BHS Rockets.
Yeah, there's not many chances left here for Panthers. It has been a really good run. But of course, BHS is looking way too good on the offense in this one and just really able to break through the potential defense that Panthers had here. I mean, that defense is so important, and while offense is equally important, if you can't answer back for those goals at the same pace as your opponents are, look at that nice little foot reset there as well.
Countdown going, final seconds in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Hold that one now. That's a wrap. Panthers Unleashed, it's been an amazing run, and you are number 1 seed, but the undefeated record goes down today. The BHS Rockets are your champions. Let's go.
Round of applause, round of applause. Congratulations to your BHS Rockets. Again, phenomenal plays from all of them. Genesis, Cryvera, and Hyperskypes take the W, led by Coach James. Phenomenal play throughout, phenomenal play also from the Panthers side. I want to congratulate them for even making it this far. Absolutely stellar performance on their side. Again, big thank you to the Mississippi High School Athletic Association for hosting this event. again, the more opportunities we can give to these students to progress their esports skills, the more likely we are to see them in the future in the CRL, the Collegiate Rocket League, and the RLCS, which is the S tier level of Rocket League that we have available currently to us. Again, huge thank you to the various associations for bringing this to life. Thank you to our venue for hosting us. Big thank you for PlayVersus for hosting this event on behalf of the schools and, making sure the league play stayed all the way throughout. Again, I want to say great job to these players. Great job to everyone. Suplex, any final words on the cast today?
No, that's really about it, yo. I mean, I'm just thankful as you are. Thank you to the players, the coaches, everyone truly involved in this project. And of course, again, the Mississippi High School Activity Association. You've done an amazing job bringing some incredible players to light here. And I can't wait to see their futures, foreseeable future of these players' careers. I mean, it's only going to go up from here.
They're only just getting started as we will be back again, probably some more spring play in the next semester here, but that's the end of the high school finals for the Mississippi region and the Mississippi High School Athletic Association. Thank you everyone for joining us in the venue. I've been Animal, that's my man Suplex, and we will see you next time.
This Christmas, C-Spire is making you a Holiday Hall of Famer. With our non-stop deals, you can gift like a legend and claim the title of MVG, Most Valuable Gifter. Right now, buy the latest 5G phone, we'll give you another to gift to someone on your list. Just don't tell them you got it on us. Because Christmas isn't a contest. Wouldn't it be nice to win? Join the Holiday Hall of Fame, only in C-Spire country.
I just feel so good.